Hey everybody, how you going? Jason Andrew here. I am the CEO and founder of Impact Savings and Fund Money. And you know that our purpose is to create happiness and more happiness in the world by helping you eliminate financial stress. Because when you aren't stressed about your money, you're a happier person and you're more fun to be around. And this actually has a ripple effect, and we believe that just from one person we can create happy people, and when you have happy people then you have a happy planet, and that's our purpose. And in today's session I'm going to get you fired up for 2021, because you know what, if you are you ready to get rid of, say goodbye to 2020? Are you like pretty much most of the planet who've had better years? I know there are some things that have been great about this year, and there's a lot of lessons that have been learned that, this year relationships have been solidified, businesses have pivoted, and some have led to success, some have not gone so well. You've had to spend more time with family, which has been great for many of you. And, on the markets front, the ASX 200 has actually gone back to the June 2019 prices after a rocky year. However, in general, if you're like me, you're thinking, okay, let's move on, right? I mean, wouldn't it be great though if next year is better than this year? Well, guess what? It's actually not that far away. And what you need to start doing is start thinking about next year now. So, the traditional New Year's that we move into, it kind of starts, it's the same old pattern that you get into every year. You sit down, you normally have a hangover, and then on the New Year's Day or the second, you think, okay, I'm going to start getting some resolutions together. You start getting some plans, some commitments, some loose commitments that you just sort of made up on the spot. And then you never really lived up to them, because a month later, you haven't really started. And then before you know it, you're into the year. So that's how you can start 2021, or you can start ready. You can start fired up. You can still start with a hangover, but you can start fired up and thinking, okay, let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's get rid of 2020, because that was a really shit year. So let's start 2021 on a positive and a high. Because what you want to do is be at this time next year, when you want to get up and you're achieving that goal that you've achieved, you want to know to better look back to know that you've taken the right actions at the right time. But in order to do that, you need to actually do things now and not wait. So that's why I've decided to create a new group that I'm going to invite you guys to join in tonight from now on. And this group is effectively called, I'm going to bring it up here, the 21 Days of Awesome for 2021. So I'm going to encourage you now to start thinking about 2021, not just stumble into it on New Year's Day, but let's start making some plans. So they say that it takes 21 days to create a habit. And look, it's not actually true, but 21 days is an awesome start. If you can start doing something consistently for 21 days, then you can move into 2021 feeling fantastic and actually having a plan in place. So this group, which I'm encouraging you to join, there's links to it at the bottom of these videos. It's going to be just a closed group of like-minded people. So it's going to go for 21 days from the 30th of November right through to the 20th of December. It's going to have daily action plans and that you can take to actually keep you on track so you can start 2021. Now, they say that your life is made up of the most 5 successful people that you hang around. And, when I lived in London for a couple of years, and it was quite funny. We'd go all the way to the other side of the world, group of Australians and Kiwis, and you live in London, and you basically end up hanging out with the same group of people, because it gives you that sense of comfort, and you do the same kinds of things, and you very rarely sort of branch out. So that's okay if you want to have lots of friends. But my question for you now is, who is your community of like-minded people towards success? Who is it that you go to actually tell what you want success to look like? Is it your mates? Is it your family? I mean, they're not always the best resource. Some of them might give you some pushback. So the best thing you can do is be around a group of like-minded people, which is why I've created this Facebook group, which I'm going to encourage you to join. So it's just going to be 21 days where you are going to kept on focus. We're going to have daily action items, going to be things like mindset items every day. You're going to hear from special guests, ex-Olympians. You're going to hear from people in listed companies, on board, chairs of boards. It's going to be some really business owners, mums and dads, special people everyday people that you're going to hear from every day. And importantly, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to share with you the actual process that we use to triple revenue in our business and sell it to a listed company. Now, these action items that we took can be formulated into a plan for both business and personal. So over this course of this 21 days is going to be pretty structured, but it's going to take a commitment. And the reason why I'm doing this now is because I really feel that now's the best time to start making a change for next year. There's so much negativity going on in the world. I mean, there's so much, left versus right, whether into politics or whether you believe in COVID and all those sorts of things. It's just too negative. So what I want to do is create this group where you can come in and feel safe and discuss things that you may not discuss with friends at a level. If you have a coach, that's awesome. So you can come in here and you can explain to the group what your plans are. You can come and you can sort of learn from other people within the group as well, in a community of like-minded people who really want to just sort of say goodbye to 2020 and hit 2021 running, but do that by having the right mindset, being around the right people, and having the right tools. So go ahead now, join the group right now. I'm not going to go on for any longer. I'm just going to get you to take some action. This has just really started today. I really only just launched this a couple of days ago. If you go on now, you're going to be the first ones to join, and we're going to stop getting members in on the 30th of November. So it's going to be a community. I really look forward to seeing you in there so we can hit the ground running in 2021, and it's just going to be awesome. Imagine if you can sit down at the Christmas table and tell your family that you have actually got something ready for 2021 and you're actually fired up. You can actually make a difference and you can actually have an impact on your family. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, so that's it for me, and I'll see you at the next one. Get in there, join the group. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for it. And to your happiness, guys. See you at the next one.